me again. We have some super exciting news and we have got car trouble again. But we think we've figured it out. Right, yeah, flashings it is.
White or the graphite?
Let's just go with graphite, I reckon. I reckon give it a very clean look.
I wanted to go with white, but I think it's going to look better, especially for my
Well, also graphite will be more forgiving when it comes to corners and connecting and all that sort of stuff, I think.
It's been more visible. Alright, so next is deciding how wide we want this.
Can we just do a trim that comes in like this, in, out, and then another one that's just over?
As in 2 lots of trim?
Yeah.
Instead of...
Well, how do they bend? Can you bend it all up in one?
You do a Z. Yeah? Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a good idea. How will that work connecting in the corner?
So you've got this piece, comes up here like this, right?
Yeah.
This bit you cut, then cut a slit
Oh,
down
like
here.
you did on the other corners. You just cut some sections out and then fold the other ones over.
Yeah, so you cut a slit down here. You cut a triangle out here.
Mhm.
You'd have it straight on one side, and you'd cut a triangle back like that.
Mhm.
And this will keep going. Cut this triangle out, and then when you fold it down, you get a 45 bent over the top of it.
Uh-huh.
So now this would come out this way.
Alright, so all the windows will just do exactly the same thing.
It's
Yeah?
a little bit of like thinking, but once you've done the first one,
And the
it's not
door's
hard.
the same.
The door's exactly the same, just
Yeah.
doesn't have anything at the bottom.
How wide is it? How wide? Tell me how wide.
Well, my problem is, right, that's 50 there. I have to make the thing like 75 mil. That's just to the edge of here. I'd have to get to somewhere like that to be able to actually fix it. That makes it like 85 mil. Yeah. 1600 for the sides, so 1100.
And the sides are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My onion, ready for pickling.
Yeah. Не-не-не, ты можешь сказать спасибо, папа. Пожалуйста. Alright, let's go. So, I'm pretty sure we're going to go with a 50 mil by 55. Stay up. Finally success.
Yay! And what?
Well, we've got practice run and then exam.
Where are you going, Rob? So we are out here at 10:30 at night trying to fix the car. Does this look scary?
Digging up the driveway, digging up the drive. Digging up the driveway is what we like to do. Which isn't true, really. We don't like to dig up the driveway. We'd prefer not to have to. Probably something that says don't, like, lift the car by this point or something. No, of course. We need to turn this. When I have the money, I'm so getting a pneumatic jack. Application-wise, just so many different applications. It's so much quicker than this.
Poor old Tim Tam.
Poor old Tim Tam.
When it's not one thing, it's another. Problem with old cars.
Does that look alright?
What do you mean?
Well, it looks like it's going to fall over.
No,
I'm under here.
not to me it doesn't.
I just got back from helping this fella with his little house thing, doing his bathroom, whatever. Right now, I have to take the end off of this thingy here, so I presume I'm going to have to bang it off that way, and then I'll bang the other one out on the other side, and then that way I can reuse this part here on my torsion bar. And I'll probably have to put my phone on charge and then get back to you about how well it goes. I'll back this back a little bit and then see. Woo, almost got it. So guys, it is the end of another day. We have obviously, I think in the last video we mentioned that we had the tractor come. This is all done. I probably mentioned as well that I had passed the theory test for driving, and now I just needed to pass the practical test. So practical test was done today. Obviously did a little bit of driving around there. We had obviously the issue for the theory test with the medical certificate. They had forgotten to put a stamp on it, and so we had to drive all the way back out there to do that. Basically, what else do we have to do? Pass the theory test. Obviously I got one question wrong, and then you get an extra 5 questions that you have to answer without making a mistake. Did those, so passed that. Then try to get a test booked for the practical. They only do it on Thursdays. Called up. Well, actually, we went to straight after doing the theory test, I went to the school, and because you have to use their vehicle. You have to use a vehicle with the extra pedals and cameras and whatnot, and they've got all that. So you have to do the driving test, the theory and the practical in the same town. You can't do the theory in one and then go do your practical in another. You have to do them both in the same area. The lady that normally does all that was not there. She did not help very much because she wasn't there. Then the person they had there could not book the test for me. She said she would call, and then I'd get a call back when they came back, which never happened. So I passed obviously on the Thursday, called on the Monday again, you know, after a lot of calling, got through finally. But she said, oh, I'm busy, call me back tomorrow or whatever. So I called back, oh, I'm busy, call me back in half an hour or whatever. So in half an hour I called back, oh, what do you want? I'm working, call me back later. And I said, nah, I'm not calling you back later. I've called you however many times. You still haven't answered me. I need to do this test. I eventually got the test booked. What is it? On Tuesday, I got it finally booked. They were trying to get me to do more and more driving, basically, for the test. They wanted me to do more driving. Obviously, for them, it's more money. Nearly broke into Russian there. But basically, we don't have a lot of money, and certainly not to be spending in places that don't actually help us out at all. I basically said, look, I can do a little bit of driving before the test. They said, oh, we don't have any spots available on Wednesday. I said, what about before the test on Thursday? And they're like, oh, 9 o'clock, come in. So we went in at 9 o'clock. Now my wife's not going to like me very much because I'm kind of dragging this all out. So maybe I'll re-record this and make it shorter. Anyway, went there at 9. Driving was for 1 hour. Went from 9 to 10. For anybody who's interested, driving lessons were 400 rubles for an hour. That's pretty much standard for this region as far as these villages go. If you go to the capital cities, it might be more, like 1,000 rubles I've seen advertised in some places. So it seems like it can vary depending on where you are, what the wages are for people. Doing the actual test cost 800 rubles. Finally booked the test. Test is like they write you down on a list, and if they get you, they get to you. You don't get like a guaranteed spot. It's not like the test is going to take half an hour and they book you for this period, and if somebody doesn't pass, well, you still only come in at this time and you do your test at this time. No. They had 15 people on this list. I was number 13. The first person, they were supposed to start at 11, but I think it was more like 20 past 11 they started. So I'd already been waiting for an hour and 20 minutes. And not just me, but the person who drives me out there. We've got, an old neighbour who's been a real blessing in that way, driving me out. I'm kind of, at the moment, I'm kind of trading it for work. So I'm helping him out at his place, and then he's helping me out with the driving while I'm trying to get that. Yeah, he's having to wait there too. The first test took an hour and 20 minutes or something like this, and then they basically went straight to lunch. Somewhere around 12:40, the inspector went to lunch. About a little while later, all of the driving instructors went to lunch. So until 2 o'clock, nothing was done. I'm just going to find out, like, if they're going to get through everybody or what's the go, like, kind of thing. What number I am, where am I, kind of thing, as far as all that goes. And they're like, oh, there's one more guy and then you're next. But up until that point, there'd been like 6 or 7 people and only one person had passed. So I was like feeling a bit nervous. The guy just before me did not pass. He was a young fella, 18. Obviously his first time doing a test. They all talk like they do a lot of driving, like around town and stuff. But I've obviously been driving for, about 19 years or so. Because I started young, not because not because I'm that old. It was a long day. I felt pretty worn out after it all. Just the stress of like not knowing, like you just want it to be over, so you've either passed or you've failed. This idea like, oh man, I can't let the family down by failing. I've got to keep up the record too. Like I've had to go for 2 different truck licenses in Australia, obviously the car license as well. And for all of those, I've passed on the first try. So the idea I'd come here and then fail, even though I've been driving for however long, would have been a bit embarrassing. But anyway, so that's all done. And now we are going to be on our way to fixing this thing up.
Ну, люди спрашивают, что у их есть проблема, платили за медом. Ну, что вы надо сделать? Просто надо заказать мед, а потом мы будем написать тебе номер карты, который вы можете оплатить через перевода. После этого, когда мы получим деньги, мы будем написать вам трек номер, вот это все. К сожалению, VKP не работает. В контакте Pay не работает для нас, но можно заплатить через перевод. Извините, что вы не понимаете. Я буду еще сказать на английском. Может быть, в субтитры будет легче понимать. So for people who are having trouble paying for their orders, we cannot use VK Pay. You have to pay via card money transfer. So when you place an order, we will send you a message giving you the card details for payment. Then once we receive the payment, we will send you your tracking number, send you your order confirmation, and then you will know everything is done. And all you have to do is wait for your sweet, delicious honey. Thank you for everyone who has ordered. We do really appreciate your feedback. So if you have any problems, if there's anything you think we should improve on, please do message us. Please do let us know so we can fix these things. Если у вас есть проблема с заказом, ну давайте написать нас, чтобы мы можем помогать, чтобы мы будем знать, что мы еще надо сделать, чтобы это больше полезно, больше удобно. Ну, спасибо для вашей заказы. Thank you all so much for watching the video. We have some super big news coming up. Super big news coming up. It might be the next video, it might be the one after that. It all depends on how things progress. It is really channel shaking. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe. Make sure you are still subscribed. YouTube likes to chuck people off their subscriptions for some strange reason. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.